Hi, this is Janneke from SugarPunch, and you're watching Surprise Radio. Please remember to subscribe and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Surprise Radio. I'm your host, Surprise, and with me today I have the amazing band Sugar Punch. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey.
Hi.
Do you mind introducing yourselves?
No, of course not. So I'm Janneke. I'm the lead singer of Sugar Punch.
I'm Gerwin. I'm the bass player from SugarPunch.
And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, then this began with Yannicka introducing my entire show, which, by the way, thank you so much for doing those. It's really a treat to be able to put those at the beginning of videos and have them play throughout the day on the radio. I love them, so thank you.
You're very welcome.
So how long has Sugar Punch been together?
We started out in 2020, so it was actually kind of around the time that the Corona thing, the COVID thing started happening, when we started rehearsals. So it was, well, kind of a shitty time to start a band. But we wrote a lot of songs during that time that we couldn't perform. And then last year we recorded, we released our first single. And this year, of course, we released I Want It All. And we had to change information because Gerwin here joined the band as our newest bass player. So yeah.
And when did you join?
When I did join,
Yes.
firstly in December, just like temporary replacement, and then in April this year, officially as a band member.
So tell me about some of your influences and heroes. It can be musical or otherwise.
Influences, basically, yeah, too much to list down. I love a lot, but my main influences would be Jaco Pastorius, of course, for the bass, and Carnival Australian band, which I just love, and every time they're around or not so around, but f- close enough, I'll see them live if possible.
For me, I would say Avril Lavigne kind of shaped my songwriting a lot because she was the first kind of punk rocky artist that kind of wrote the same kind of songs that I did and that I wanted to make. So that kind of feels like the lead through my whole musical career. Like I always feel like, okay, I can trace this back to Let Go or Under My Skin by Avril Lavigne. And stage wise, I try to do my own thing, but I also feel like a deep respect for artists such as like Hayley Williams or Taylor Momsen because they are such awesome female fronts, they're just there and they're dancing and they're making it an entire experience. And I feel like that's what I also want to do when I'm on stage. I want to make it an experience and I don't want to just stand there and sing. I want to move. I want to make people move. So that would be a good, yeah, inspiration for me personally.
Very cool. Do y'all have a favorite song to sing or play?
For me, it has to be one that isn't released yet. It's called Window, and it has like this really eerie start to it, but then the chorus hits and it just like comes in like a freaking train, and everyone is just going nuts, and it's almost cathartic, like the chorus hits and I'm just like, yes, let's go. And I get this burst of energy and everyone is loving it and I'm dancing and I already had a good time just recording the vocals, having to stay still because I had to not mess up the vocals, but I just wanted to dance all the
Yeah.
time because I loved it so much. I think that really comes out on stage even more because then I'm actually allowed to dance. So it has to be Window.
For me, it would be Dan Honey. Also not released yet, but process of recording and mastering and everything. And Honey is for me just good power, low bass, very important. Great drums and syncopated with the bass. That would be my song.
I love that one too.
So speaking of songs that are yours or someone else's, is there a cover in your future that you'd like to do or that you're planning to do, or can you even say if you are?
We don't do really much covers really much.
No.
Just to fill up the set lists for some occasions, but mainly it's just our own songs to play.
Yeah, we did do some covers. We've done Open Your Eyes by Guano Apes. We've done Misery Business and Decode by Paramore. We also
all the small things.
All the Small
Blink-182.
Things by Blink-182 and Basket Case by Green
Oh, yeah.
Day. And this other time we did this cover just for one night only because we had this other band playing with us and their singer does these really nice post-hardcore vocals. So we did a Day to Remember track, The Downfall of Us All. It was really awesome to do that one. But yeah, as covers go, we try to just play our own songs and we put in a cover just for the atmosphere of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand that. Everybody has a different take on doing covers, so
Sure.
it's fun to at least see what everybody really feels about it, because some people won't record them and put them out. Some people will only do them live. Some people love putting them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So what's the furthest you've traveled for tour? I know that you are based in the Netherlands. So what's the furthest that you've traveled for tour?
I think it was
Zeeland?
Yeah, I think it was in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We went from one corner to the other one, and it was like a
2 hour drive.
2 hour drive.
Which in America probably not that much, but over here 2 hour drive is quite far.
Yeah.
Yeah, from my house driving 2 hours, I won't even have made it to Dallas yet. So and I live in Texas. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
The furthest is coming up in the top of the Netherlands, which is maybe 3 hours drive.
Maybe 4 if we're unlucky.
Yeah, maybe.
so tell me about your favorite tour or venue that you've played at so far.
We did this really cool gig in Germany, which was for us the first time that we played in Germany. And it was kind of like this underground venue called Rathaus in Kleve. And it was so awesome, like because it had such punky vibes. I don't know, we just went for it, and for me it was one of the funnest gigs that we ever did. I felt so comfortable there, and I could just completely let go, and for the first time ever I jumped off the stage to just dance with the people in the crowd, and I loved it so much. It was for me it was a big deal. Like it was it was one of the most fun that I ever had.
Yeah, I had the same thing, but I think I'll go for the same.
Tell me about some new projects that you have coming out, because I know that you've been teasing recording vocals for things. I know that you've been teasing some shows, and while part of this interview is for your fans to get to know you a little bit better, I'll be honest, as one of your fans, I'm really excited to hear what's coming in the future. You have 2 songs out now, and we're really excited to see what's coming next.
All right. Well, that I won't tease you no longer. We've been in the studio last week and the week before that, recording our new EP. So we already did 2 singles. They're on Spotify. But we wanted to do something bigger. We wanted to go for that next step. So we decided to go for an EP this time. So we recorded 4 songs, and it's going to be released around April, and we're just really excited. So we're also going to do a new tour to obviously promote the whole thing. And I can't wait. I can't wait to share it with everyone and make a new video and just share it with everyone.
Are you releasing any singles ahead of the EP, or is it all coming out at the same time?
We want to do it in like steps. So yeah, we want to just release a single and before we release the EP. Yeah.
I hear you. Like I said, I'm just excited to hear new Sugar Punch. And so I saw that you announced a tour with more dates to come. So if anybody out there wasn't aware, definitely go check out Sugar Punch's socials and find the information for that tour that starts in January, correct?
Yes. Very well. Yeah.
So speaking of tours, do you have any dream tour mates that you'd really just love to go with? It can be somebody that you know that's a friend, or it can be a national band that you really want to play the stage with.
Ooh, that's a tough one, I think.
For me, it would be Carnival, my favorite bands. If I could open them for them, I'd be cheerful for the rest of my life.
I think I actually have a lot of names that I would be very pleased to tour with. There's this female artist from the UK called Cassiette. I think she's amazing. Royal and the Serpent. What's next? Beauty School Dropouts. Also, like these really cool LA bands. I love them so much. But yeah, I mean, if I had the chance to tour with Avril Lavigne, I would pack my bags right now.
Y'all are currently unsigned, correct?
Yes.
Do you have a dream label that you'd want to sign with, or does it just have to be the right time, place at the right time?
I think that last part, yeah, right place at the right time. I think for us, I mean, as an independent band, we get a lot of say. We get all the say. We have all all things in our own hands, and I think it's working for us right now. But should things really be picking up, and we can't, we're rushing, we're kind of like running after the facts. I think at that point a label would come in handy. It would be nice to get a team behind us instead of just doing it all ourselves. But that's the time and place thing. Yeah.
And speaking of a team, do you have any sponsors that you currently have you want to shout out or anybody like that?
No, but I do want to shout out to some people if that's also allowed.
Absolutely. It's your interview.
All right. So we have this amazing photographer who follows us every show, Caroline. She's amazing, and she basically almost everything that you're gonna see on our social media page is by her because she takes all the shots, she makes all the videos. It's awesome. We have Boss. He's an awesome roadie, and he sells our t-shirts for us, which is just such a load off our minds, you know. And there is Dion. He shoots our music videos, sometimes also live footage and photographs, and he's also amazing. So we just wanted to do a quick shout out to those people.
I kind of wanted to ask you about the lyrics to I Want It All because it's definitely um energetic, very energetic and very anthemy. So
Yeah.
what was it like? What was the process like for writing I Want It All? I mean, obviously, the lyrics sort of they write themselves once you say them out loud, but like I said, it's very anthemy. So I was wondering what the process was with that.
Um, well, this one was one that we wrote kind of with the whole band. Michael came up, our lead guitarist, came up with this riff, and we just kind of ran with it, and it was pretty organic to make this as well. And I just got this feeling like it it needed to give, it needed something to push that energy that I was feeling from the guitars and from the drums, because it was what you're saying as well, like it's a very energetic song. So it needed something from me. So I think I just kind of pour things subconsciously from my own experience into the lyrics. And for me, this was something that happened like years ago, but wasn't really relevant for me at the time writing it. But it just came out. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm starting this sentence, and then I was like, oh yeah, that is about that thing back then, and it just kind of, yeah, it kind of takes over, you know. It just takes me there, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, like fucking with my head, fucking with my heart, fucking with my mind, my soul as well. Just kind of, yeah, I just kind of ran with it.
Do you guys have any outside interests from the band? I know that you're very busy with the band, especially right now, recording and planning tours and everything. But are there any TV shows or movies that you love, or just books, games, things like that that you like to read or play?
Books, I don't read them. Not my thing. I tried some, didn't finish them. Movies, basically movies with very bad humor. So more recent movies would be Deadpool, of course, big fan of him. Well, all the movies would be Airplane or uh, Monty Python or Top Secret, great movies. Basically those, and games, whatever comes around. Not really a specific genre.
For me, gosh, that's actually really hard because I feel like music is all I do ever. It's like, of course, yeah, I'm really busy with the band, but it's kind of like my second job as well because I'm a vocal coach as profession. So it's like in the daytime, I make music, and then in the nighttime, I also make music, and then I go to the weekends and I make music. So it's kind of like basically all I do. Um, but in my downtime, I do really like to watch shows like How I Met Your Mother, Gilmore Girls, One Tree Hill. Um, yeah, kind of like that. I like romantic comedies, just stuff like that. I play a lot of Candy Crush on my phone all the time. Um, I did read a lot, but now with this busy period, I feel like all my books are gathering dust, and there's so much that I haven't read yet. Right now, I'm in the middle of the Harry Potter series, the fifth book, which I'm enjoying a lot. Obviously, in the original English because I think that's really important.
This is your
But
first read through of Harry Potter?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like, it's really awesome. So that and otherwise, yeah, I like drawing sometimes, and I have two really, really, really cute bunnies that I take care of. So, and that's my life.
That's cool. I mean, obviously, I like comic books and I like Star Wars. I've got a lightsaber over here. It's not on, but
Cool.
and then, um, but the kids, I've gotten them. I've got a couple of teenagers, and I'm getting them into movies. I finally let them see Deadpool. Um, I showed them Spaceballs after I made them watch all the Star Wars movies, and one of them, like every few weeks, is like, "Can we watch Spaceballs again? I love that movie." So
Also a great movie.
this is the
Cool.
first movie I went to the theater with. I went to the theater with my
Oh,
mom to see
really?
Spaceballs. So
Wow.
yeah, that's how old I am.
That's cool.
I think that really honestly mostly covers everything. However, I did definitely want to give you both an opportunity and just open the floor to you. This is, like I said, your interview. So I know that you already shouted out some friends, but if you had anything you wanted to say to your fans, potential fans, or just a message for the world, it doesn't have to be anything that big. But I'm just saying, if you have something you really wanted to say, now is definitely the time.
Oh wow. Um, no pressure.
Yeah, the fate of the world hangs in the balance. But outside of that,
This kind of feels like a famous last word kind of thing, you know? So like,
well,
okay, this has to be meaningful and profound. Um,
what do you tell people when you're describing your band to them and why they should listen?
oh, that's a really good thing that never comes up ever. um, we just say that we're working really hard, putting our music out there. And we have this pop rock band with a lot of punk influences. And we hope that people like it. I mean, we like it. I think that's the most important thing. We like what we're doing, and we just hope it catches on, you know?
Sugar Punch, thank you so much for joining me for this chat and for everything that y'all are doing. I hope and wish the best of luck to you going forward.
Thanks
Thank you
so
very much
much.
for having us.